Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're going to be replacing the sway bar links on this Chevy HHR. So using your 19mm, we're going to go ahead and remove the hubcap and then remove the steel lugs. Now with the wheel off, we can go ahead and get in here, and you can see that this is the sway bar link right here. So it connects the strut to the sway bar, and it helps with your stability and control when turning and just moving down the road at different speeds. But this one is bad, it's old, it's probably original to the car, honestly, and we need to go ahead and remove that. But sometimes they're a little finicky because these bolts love to rust up, especially up here in the north. So we're gonna get some WD-40 or some penetrating oil on there. And then also after that, this is gonna be an 18mm on this nut here. Same with the bottom side that's connected to the sway bar. It's gonna be annoying because it's gonna spin inside the ball. The ball socket, we'll probably try to clamp that with a vise grips or something like that to try to make it stop. But from the factory, they have this little Allen wrench here in the middle, but obviously you can see that's closed up. So we're gonna go ahead and throw that penetrating oil on there, see if they'll come off with just that. If not, we'll throw some vice grips on there, get it to stop spinning. But let's go ahead and try that. So we're going to be using PB Blaster. You can get that in the description below from my Amazon store. Just go and click the link for that. This stuff always seems to work pretty well for me. So we're just going to spray a little bit on there, spray a little bit on the back side of this one. And then let's give it a couple ugga-duggas and see if it'll come loose. So it looks like it's spinning in there. So what we're gonna do is throw some vice grips on there and see if we can get come loose. All right, we went ahead and threw a pair of needle nose vice grips on there, hoping that will add a little bit of tension to that ball on the backside. It's a little greasy though, so we'll see if it slips. But we're gonna go ahead and try to do this. She came most of the way, but it did break off real quick. Let's try to reclamp this. I can get some big boy vice grips on there now. All right, we went ahead and threw some bigger vice grips on there and see if it will actually come off the rest of the way now. There we go. A little bit of penetrating oil and that ugga-dugga will make that come loose with the vice grips. So now we got to get the bottoms off and we'll be able to replace that with no problem. All right, so I am underneath the vehicle right now with a couple extensions, and just for the viewing pleasure, this is the bottom part for the sway bar. Let's go ahead and see if we can get this to pop off here. Are you good? Yep. You need to come this way more towards right there.
Okay.
Right there, yep.
Okay. Why might wear off?
Just like that. So now that this is out, these might have been replaced before, because you can see here on the back side of it, there is a hexagon style nut or bolt on it, both sides. So we were able to put an 18mm on there. Yours might have it, yours might not. Depends on if they've been changed. But these ones had this, so it helped on the other time for the sway bar side because I knew that they were there. So Now we can go ahead and reinstall the new one. So this is the new sway bar link for Detroit Axle that we're gonna go ahead and put into that. You can pick it up in the Amazon link below, but nice little unit, greasable with the fittings on there. So we can go ahead and fit that on there. It's universal, so it doesn't matter which way we put it. So we're gonna go ahead and install that right now. So now with the new sway bar, we're gonna go ahead and insert it into the top part of the strut and just start the nut. Now, just like the ones we removed, they do have the little fitting on the back side of it for the 18mm wrench. On the bottom down here, we do need to use a long screwdriver to move the sway bar a little bit because of the new strut. So we're just gonna go ahead and manipulate that a little bit to get it to fit. I'm gonna help my dad with doing that.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna go underneath the 17mm socket to do the back side of the bottom sway bar part. And then on this side, my dad's gonna use a 17mm wrench to hold that.
Yep.
That's tighten up there. All right, now with the bottom one all tightened up, we can go ahead and now focus on the top. All right, so we made sure these were tight. This 17mm here and 17mm on the bottom. The sway bar link is looking great now, nice and tight. Should add a lot more rigidity and firmness and no longer popping or if yours is making that noise. So that's nice and easy. So the sway bar is now complete and we can go and throw the wheel back on. And then we'll lower the vehicle, torque them, and then we'll go ahead and throw the hubcap on. All right, now with the wheel torqued down, I just did that. We're gonna go ahead and put on the hubcap. There we go. All right, there we go. Sway bar links are now installed onto the HHR. As I mentioned, we also did the struts, wheel hub, brakes, rotors, shocks on this vehicle as well. They're all on my channel. If you need help with any of those types of things, make sure to just click my channel link and you can go ahead and view all those videos there. If you found this video helpful, make sure to click the like button, subscribe to my channel. Description has the Amazon links to the products that we use. But until next time, thanks for watching.